Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is my review for Black Ink Crew Compton Season 1, Episode 1, okay? This is the first, y'all may get a different video first, so I think I'm going to put up Basketball Wives first and then New York and then Compton. But this is the first one I'm recording. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And the last video I posted, I was very upset. I was very frustrated and I was done. I was taking a whole break from YouTube. But I talked to Alex. I talked to my mom. I talked to my best friend. Not in that order. I talked to my mom first. And then to Karla. And then I talked to Alex later on in the nights, and they all kind of just got me into a better headspace, and I feel better today, so I'm going to give a couple of reviews. Thank you all. I got so many kind words from people on my YouTube, on my Facebook page, on my IG, on my Twitter. It is so appreciative. I promise y'all, I did not post that video, just to get attention. Like, I was really in a bad mood and I was just over everything or whatever. So thank you all for just, y'all are my JayBirds. So I listen to y'all and I'm like, it's going to get frustrating here and there, but I'm still here. Okay, I'm still here and everything. So again, thank y'all for this, all the niceties that I got from everyone, even people who send me money, people send money to my CashApp, to my PayPal. It was just amazing. So thank you. But let's get into this review. And again, I did that because this is the first video I'm doing. I might say the same thing in each video today, but this was the first one I recorded at 2 a.m. Anyway, so this is a new series, Black Ink Crew Compton, which is a spinoff from, of course, Black Ink Crew New York. We've seen KP on the last season of Black Ink Crew New York or whatever. He was kind of introduced to us, like, okay, I'm gonna start a shop in Compton. So that's what this is. The first episode, to me, it wasn't that much because it is a brand new series or whatever. So we just got to know, like, each tattoo artist a little bit. So this probably won't be that long or whatever. That's also why I did this one first. So, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, okay, and become a whole JayBird, dun, okay, and all that good shit, okay? Do not forget to like this video and all that goodness, and you know what I'm saying? I love y'all so much. Anyway, so yeah, we see KP, he also goes by I Am Compton. I think he says because he does ink, art, and music, so I am, and then he's from Compton. I don't know what KP stands for. I don't recall, but was so he's the shop owner, whatever. He's also Karla Pace's BBD80. I have a picture of her too. I was gonna put in there later because I just hadn't popped it in just yet. But we all should know who Karla Pace is, okay? Oh, that's just her head. That's Karla Pace, okay? And, they have been together for a while and all that stuff. I can say now, they've been together for 11 years. They have 2 daughters together. He also has a son from a former relationship that she is also stepmother to. So, they're all a couple or whatnot. But, but that's kind of crap. Anyway, he says he has tattooed people all over the city, in different cities all over LA and everything. And, he's done celebrities as well. But there is no tattoo shop in Compton. It's cold. I also got my robe on. It's I was gonna say it's cold in Compton, not cold in Compton. But yeah, he's tattooed artists, girl, get it together. He's tattooed other celebrities there, and he's like, because there is no tattoo shop actually in Compton, he wants to open up the first one in Compton, because Compton, what I'm saying, is the city. Like, it's different or whatever. And because, as they say in this episode, like, it's a lot of gangs, you have to get a lot of approvals here and there. It's a lot to have a business in Compton that goes into it. So they talk about that a little bit as well. So let's get into the artiste, okay? First up, we have this dude. His name is Lemire. Where's Lemire? Here's Lemire. So this is Lemire. He's also a tattoo artist. He's cute. He's the kind of ugly cute, but cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like his eyebrows and his dress, and his neck looks thick, and I like that. Okay, so That's Lemire, who he said he used to be a street pharmacist. Y'all know I have to watch my words, watch my words, or whatever, because YouTube been tripping. Get it together. But he was a street pharmacist, okay? And he said, his dad was locked up in jail for taking someone's life. Okay, he also brought up how he found tattooing, and that's what he does now. I said, oh, okay, so Lemire is cool or whatever. We also see, this girl she said her name is Voodoo Doll. It's spelled differently or whatever. I'm gonna call her VD, okay? Because I just don't have time to keep saying her that name. Because I don't want to see it too many times in the dark and then some pop up in my house. I ain't got time for it. So we gonna call her VD, okay? She is an apprentice or whatever, and she's kind of a wild child. She brings up how she used her family was crazy back in the day or whatever. Her father used to be the leader of a group of people who get together and they just follow him. You know what I'm saying? It's a group of people, they all together and they follow one person. And they be like, what's going on over there? It's a cult, okay? It was what it was. But she said, when I left, I was old enough to leave it or whatever, I was free. And now she out here where the boobs are sagging and hanging out or whatever. I'm like, girl, please pick your boobs up. My boobs don't sit all the way up in my face, but they sit up enough or whatever. But I mean, that's not natural is fine, but I still feel like at least like put them together. Please put them like this, because it looks like it's gonna be a whole slit. Like you just don't have no shirt on. That's what it looked like. But she's a pretty girl. That's a lot of weed. But she's a pretty girl. Anyway, so that's her. We also see this dude, and he goes by Ink Drip, and I'm like, Ink Drip? That's just weird. Where's Ink Drip's picture at? Where's Oh, there you go. Now, Ink Drip, I think is cute, okay? But I think he real smooth, okay? Ink Drippin'. Because of something he said later on in the episode. So that's him, and he just, a tattoo artist. I think they all have the same kind of, story of, just the hardship of living in Compton and, what they're going through. Now, we also see a girl named Barbie. Barbie is the receptionist. She says she has known KP since college when he was in because KP was in college and got a whole degree, a whole scholarship or whatever. Got caught being a street pharmacist in school and got put out, came back to Compton. So she's known him ever since he was in college. They was in college together because he played football. She was a cheerleader, and they've been cool ever since. I don't like her name Barbie. Alex said, how long do you call somebody Barbie? I say, huh, and they went, once you 18, leave that name alone. Like, what's your real name? I mean, because you're not Bill by Mattel, are you? I'm just confused. And then we also see, we got Tim, cousin Tim. Tim is KP's cousin. I think he's like a play cousin. Because they met, when they were like kids or whatever. So I don't think you're like a blood cousin. But when you friends so long, you become cousins, okay? I have a couple of people who are like my cousins. But, just my cousins. Anyway, so I feel like, is he the new Ted? But he does work because he's KP's manager. He does this, he does that or whatever. I guess he runs shop. I'm like, he may be a working Ted, because Ted on New York don't do nothing. But Tim looked like he's inspired to do something. So we shall see. We don't really know. Now, we later on meet another artist named Nessie. It's either Nessie or Nessa. I think it's Nessie. We're going to call her Nessie. And Nessie is from she's not from Compton. She was raised in, an upper echelon area or whatever. But she says, being biracial, she wasn't good enough for the black kids or the white kids. So, she's always been straddling the fence. But she's a tattoo artist. She also does murals and all that stuff. So she's also an artiste like the rest of them. And for the most part, it seems like they all get along. We see them all at like a little picnic or whatever, having fun, playing, drop the ball in the cup. I think it's called cups. I don't know. I don't drink beer. And just having fun, laughing and chit-chatting together or whatnot. Tim is all like, I'm saying, oh, it's just so emotional to see what we got going on. Because, again, KP wants to open a tattoo shop to just better the city. To get the city a better name. Because, again, there's no tattoo shops. And that's crazy. For there to be not none tattoo shop in the city, girl, I mean, we have plenty of tattoo shops here, all up and through Detroit, the good areas and the bad areas. So I didn't realize Compton didn't have any. So that is, that's a lot to, not have in the city. Anyway, but I'm like, KP ain't gonna wear not Nair shirt, and then confessional, I feel like he gonna be just abbed out all season. I don't mind it. I don't, because you know what I'm saying, he's an attractive young man. He also looks like he may always be high. He looks familiar too, like I may have had an ex who looked like him, but I'm not sure. But you know, he was just shirtless. All confessional. I say, okay, can Ryan go shirtless on back when Chicago comes? I just want to know. Anyway, so again, with them talking about how they want to put a positive spin or positive light on Compton, you see Tim getting a little misty eyed, shedding some tears. Teary Tim is what I would call him. Anyway, so we see Lemire. And there you go. So Lemire also owns an ice cream truck. He calls it Happy Ice, and it's like colorful. Remember, it's like Superman ice cream or whatever. You know, he brings up because he was a great street pharmacist. If you don't know what a street pharmacist is, Google it. Okay, just Google it. So, he said, but being that has made him a great businessman. He says because when he was a street pharmacist, he would be like, okay, if I'm gonna sell crack, I'm gonna give them also a cigarette with it. You know, so you get a bit of crack and a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? He like, so now I have my little ice cream truck. I give him some nice little ice cream with a color changing spoon with it. I said, well, look at that. Okay, it's called branding. Okay, you give a lot for a little at Happy Ice today. So we see he has a girlfriend, okay? His girlfriend name is Danielle. I have Danielle's picture. And Danielle is pregnant with his baby. And she's 6 months pregnant. And, you know, she brings up how he's cheated before in the past. And so she's always watching him or whatever. And because he tells her how he's going to be working at the tattoo shop, she's like, well, I got to watch you because you know what I'm saying, you done done things in the past or whatever. And I got time for them hood racks and hoochies all up in your face. Coming on some breast tattoos and some vagina tattoos. And I ain't got time for it. I got to watch you. And she didn't say it like ghetto-y or whatever. Well, she did a little bit. But he like, baby, I'm good. All I care about is you and our baby. I mean, he seems faithful now, but again, as she said, you know, a few years ago, he cheated. They moved past it. And now they are happy and working on the ice cream truck together. I'm like, you better have multiple streams of income, okay, all up and through. Anyway, you know, but she's like, I don't want them thirsty chicks in your face. I wouldn't either. And you do know when you have nice looking gentleman with dreadlocks, you can say who's pretty ugly and ugly pretty, he's cute. But he's like he's a cute predator. Somebody else was a cute predator. I can't think of who it was. I called a cute predator. He's a cute predator. Okay, and it's not an insult. I mean, as an absolute compliment. Okay, because I just think he's attractive. Okay, but in a weird way. Okay, or just I think he's cute. I don't care. Anyway, so they had that thing going on and whatnot. We're gonna leave that be. So we do see Kyla, and I'm trying to get these pictures together because I had time to upload stuff on my own. Well, before I did this, because I was like, I don't feel like it. So Kyla switches around, and KP, and I think it's cute or funny that his initials is KP and her initials is also KP. So I'm like, I wonder what his real name is. Anyway, so they at the house having a little family gathering, family dinner, and everyone comes over to their house for a little crab boil, little seafood boil, basically, as you may. And he announces, hey, I know, guess what, y'all? I got the keys to the tattoo shop. And Tim like, oh, amazing. Yay! And, they both bring up how hard it was to find a location, just to find a clean location. One with no bugs, one where they ain't got too much drug and gang stuff going on and whatnot. And how to be there in Compton, you have different set leaders, of different, gangs or whatever, and you have to talk to them to get like the okay to even do business in the hood or whatnot. So they had to pick a neutral place where they could do that easily, or not easily, but just not as hard as it could have been or whatever. But they found this one little nice little place, it's nice and spacious or whatever, so they're happy, but kind of like, oh, okay, oh yeah, that's wonderful, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. And he like, okay, what's, so he realized, like, she got up and walked away or whatever. And because she looked real funny when he was talking about it. She was like, oh, smiling, but she just looked, look concerned or whatever. So he goes to talk to her. And, he's like, I feel like she's just nervous because, it could be dangerous. And so, she's like, well, you just didn't tell me that you got the keys. And I think for her, she wanted to process the information of, okay, he's going to be really working out there in Compton, in the city somewhere, and something can happen to him or whatever. But I feel like if he'd been tattooing, like where he been tattooing this recently, I guess maybe this hasn't been in Compton. Anyway, she's like, it's just dangerous. I just don't know. Like, I'm going to reach out to everyone I need to reach out to make sure that we're safe or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to have that conversation. He said, I'm going to be sure to stay aware and alive. I say, that is just dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous for no reason around these streets or whatever. But, it's a good thing that he at least know what he had to do to, stay safe and stay awake and alive. So we do see they go to the new shop or whatever. The whole crew goes there and whatnot. And, you know what I'm saying? They bring, oh yeah, we're gonna go talk to the OGs. They walk through the shop and they bring up how they're gonna have, bulletproof glass. They're gonna have cameras everywhere. They just see the shop. And what was that? It really? Yeah, they bring up how great it is for the city for it to be open or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dripping talking about how it was so hard for him growing up and he wanted to be a tattoo artist. It's like a dream come true. So they have that kind of conversation, okay? And then they touch on the Nipsey Hussle situation, which I'm not going to talk about because, we all know what happened. I've talked about it before. So, still, rest in peace to Nip and everything. But I'm going to just kind of skip on over that because I don't want to get my video flagged for one. And for two, it's just them saying how crazy it was that it happened. And we all know that. From it, though, KP does get a kind of distance where he's like, Nip was trying to do the same thing I'm trying to do, or I'm trying to do the same thing he was doing. And for what to happen to him was kind of shocking or whatever. So it kind of made him question, like, well, should I even do it? Because, would it be me putting, myself at risk? My family could lose me or whatever. And they go see him and Tim go see his friend Major. And he's just like, I don't know about this or whatever. I just, it kind of threw me for a loop. And Major like, man, look. Excuse me, you from Compton, right? He like, yeah. He like, what's your name? Like, I am Compton. He like, right. You was born here. You know what I'm saying? You can do this shit, bro. Matter of fact, where your tattoo? He like, it's in my car. I got myself in my car. Come on here, and tattoo Compton on my back. I'm like, well, oh, okay. But he just kind of encourages KP, like, you can't let that situation stop you. And when he said, like, how many times we've been here, there, or wherever, we've heard about or seen or knew about someone who got taken down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You have to keep it moving. But we do know that the Nip situation, it put everybody on pause. It made everybody think differently. It put things, it did. Even though we've known it to happen to other people, when it happened to him, it was like a moment like, what? So, KP had that same thing. But he like, you're right. So, we see at the shop, everybody hanging out or whatever, and VD, she was like, sometimes I don't like jackhammer penises. And I'm like, what? Where is this how did this conversation start out the blue? She says, because, all right, they know how to do bang, 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 or whatever. And Drip like, well, who you been fucking with? Like, who you been messing with? Like, I know how to, I know what I be doing, you know what I'm saying? I knock down walls in a good way. I said, well, hey, Drip. Okay. Anyway, so we then see the rest of the crew get there, and again, they're discussing how they're gonna have the conversation with different people to get the safety thing, the bulletproof windows, the cameras all around, so that it's just safe, and all that stuff. And then they said, well, we gotta just watch who we bring around to be sure that we don't have this like random riffraff around here, whatnot. And then here comes Lemire. Lemire walked in with Nessie. Is it Nessie or Nessa? Whatever her name is, because she's new. And she didn't know them. She knew Lemire. And Lemire introduces her because she's an artist. And he's like, oh yeah, this is our new tattoo artist. And they're like, what? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we later met her. This is when we met her, and whatever. And he's like, yeah, she gonna work here. We need artists, right? And like, how you gonna bring in somebody you ain't talk to KP? Oh, well, how oh, probably she did it, right? And he like, well, I don't like where she's from, like what's going on. So she again is from the suburbs, okay? And he like, you like, you all right? If you do you trust it? Like, yeah, I vouch for it. I vouch for it. Like, all right, well, let her do your tattoo. He like, what? Oh, hell no. Why? They're like, well, if you vouch for her, you think she do good work, let her do your tattoo. So he's like, all right, man, fine. So they go in or whatever. And, she brings up again how she's had it hard. People judge her based on how she looks. People think because she's not from Compton or some of the, other urban areas, how she's, what I'm saying, she can be played with, like, don't let the look sweet, like, don't fuck with me or whatever. It was cute, and she tattoos his hand, and he gets his brother's name, like, I think it says Kyle, like 4 little letters. I mean, the letters were straight and cute, but it was a real basic, simple tattoo. It was. I'm gonna say that. And they like, well, this all you did? She's like, well, that's what he wanted. And like, what you get Kyle for? Like, why you get? And then why was it so simple? And I liked his excuse. Not his excuse, but his reason. He's like, well, with my other brother, I have his name tattooed on me, whatever. I didn't get that until he passed away. He like, I wanted to get my brother's name tattooed on me while he's still here. I was like, oh. That's so sweet. And KP gonna say, I can't say she can't work here after the reason you said that she gave. I'm like, all right, she can work here. So now again, she works there, whatever. I'm like, okay, I guess that's something cute. The last thing we see is KP and Tim get this meet up with the different leaders of the city. Okay, the different, gang people or whatever. And, they meeting up in this warehouse or whatever. You see that people's faces is blurred out. I'm like, this is some real type stuff. What's going on here? And so they go like to this warehouse, and I'm like, but y'all got cameras in there? And so I don't know how real this scene was, because I mean, what's the point of meeting up on camera and being all secretive at a secret location if it's gonna be on TV? But I guess if I don't know. I'm assuming people in Compton watch the show. They watch the other Black Ink. So maybe like, we're gonna let them come here, whatever. So they go in there in like hoodies or whatever. And like, yeah, look at so it's just us two. And they go in, there's like 30 people in there. It's a lot of people or whatever. And then to me it was a bit weird, because like you see some big dude trying to pat him down. He like, y'all can't pat us down, like we here for bitch, like we ain't here for no other stuff, like we here to have a conversation or whatever. You hear me? Watch, put your hands in your pocket. And it's like this a little bit of record, like what you doing? What up? I'm looking like, first of all, who talking? Because I'm like, is that KP and Tim talking? Is it the other? I was confused because it was so many people. It was a lot, and you do see KP and Tim say, you know what, we finna leave, because it was too much going on or whatever. You then see some people running out. I'm like, what's going on? You see people get outside, and then you see 2 dudes start fighting. I don't think it was Tim or KP. I don't know who they were, so things just took a turn for the worse, and then it went off. So I'm confused on what happened, who was fighting and whatever. I was very, very confused. But this rest of the season looks interesting. And that was it for episode 1, so I'm going to leave here, y'all. So peace, love. Do not forget to like, to comment, to share, and, all that good stuff. Peace.